Hey, what's up, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Eb, aka Eb and Flow, aka Eb Beated Me, aka Eb the Celeb, aka Just Eb, aka That Girl for Real. Welcome back to another episode of Eb and Flow. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about navigating through seasonal depression because I understand that a lot of us deal with seasonal depression. And over the course of the years through my healing, I've learned that no matter what I do, seasonal depression is going to creep up on me. So I've just implemented new ways to navigate through that without crashing out. So today I wanted to share with you 5 different ways that I navigate through seasonal depression that doesn't cost any money. And honestly, it has helped me over the course of the last couple of years. So stick around, stay tuned, and let's get into it. All right, so first things first, move your body. Move your body, baby. Moving my body is quite literally the number one thing that has helped me navigate through the days. Because if you just get up out of bed and just go, your body is still like, I just got up. Like, that's why you feel so groggy and so tired and just like you can't catch up because your soul was at rest and it finally came back into your body, and you need to move your body and make sure your fingers work, make sure your toes work, make sure you can talk. Like, some of us don't even talk until about noon because when you go to work, it's just straight work. So just moving your body, body movements and body flows. And I'll post a video in a couple days on body movements and different things that you can do. But move your body in whatever way that you can. If that's just twerking in your mirror for a couple minutes, please do so. But that's number one. Like, number one is moving your body. Move that body. I don't want to hear my knees hurt. I can't. You can do some type of movement in some type of capacity. I don't care if you can't, if you're paralyzed from the waist down, move that top, baby. Move that top. You know what I'm saying? Like, your body needs to flow. Like, it needs to flow. It can't stay still. Our bodies need to move. That's how diseases and stuff get created, by not moving. So, body movement, number one. Number two, journal. Journal, 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 journal. Write, 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 write. Write, write, write. You hear me? Write, 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 write. Writing literally saved my life. Writing literally saved my life. And it's easier for me because I'm a poet and I'm a writer naturally. So writing for me that's my vice. That's not my vice. That's not a bad thing. That's my thing. That's what I do to get my emotions out. But even if you're not a writer, a poet, an artist, or anything, writing down whatever's in your mind, as soon as it hits your mind, either it will manifest for you or just get it out of you. If you're sitting here with all these thoughts, especially if you're not in therapy or anything like that, if you're sitting here with all of these thoughts, they have nowhere to go. They're storing in your body. C number one. And then C number two, move your body, journal those thoughts. Journal all the thoughts, good, bad, ugly, beautiful, random. I journaled about my coffee this morning. It's really just writing down that thought, those thoughts, and just getting them out, talking. Like, even if you have a community, you need to talk to yourself. You need to check in with yourself. You need to just sit down and have a conversation with yourself. So journaling and just really being honest about what it is you're feeling, because then it'll help you break down those feelings. Because a lot of times that I noticed in my seasonal depression, it was repeated thoughts. So once I wrote them down and got them out, I was done with them, because I'm like, okay, well, this is what I can and can't do for it. So if it's out of my control, I release it. If it's in my control, I tackle it. And if it's just right in the middle, I put it down and let God handle it, because I can't fix things that's out of my control. And if it is in my control, I don't need to sit and cry about them. And if it's something that I caused, the cause and effect that I'm holding on to, that's up to me to navigate through that. So journaling your thoughts is definitely gonna help you, because it helps you break down what you're feeling in formula form. So stretch your body, journal your thoughts. On to number three. Number three, eat those warm, cozy foods. Fast food, junk food, over consuming things that make your body feel like blah is going to increase your depression. I'm not here to be your dietitian, but I am here to tell you that I've learned from changing my diet in the winter from how I eat in the summer tremendously helps my body. And it is science, but I'm just saying from experience, I cut out the sugary, heavy stuff that I normally eat in the summertime when it's okay to do that kind of thing. And I eat warm stuff like soups and hot chocolates and coffee. And just, even with coffee, you have to be mindful because coffee has that caffeine stimulant that gets your brain going. And if you have to sit down and do office work or just sit down throughout your day, whatever you have going on, caffeine can trigger those stimulants too and make you all discombobulated. And when you get home, that crash is going to feel like depression, but it's really you crashing from your body not being on that sugar anymore. So definitely being mindful of what you're eating during the winter time. It definitely helps. Getting that intake, taking your vitamins. B12 is really good for energy and immunity, and it helps, it just helps your brain function. It just gets you in a good mood. It's a stabilizer. B12, ashwagandha is a wonderful mood stabilizer. Like, you ain't gonna have a care in the world, baby. And these are all things that you can go to the grocery store and get the vitamins for. Ashwagandha is kind of hard to find in stores, so you can order them online. What else is a good one? Vitamin D is a very major key, especially if you're like me. My vitamin D is low all throughout, no matter what season it is. So I really have to be mindful of my vitamin D intake. I know the sun's not going to be out as much, so really just making sure I'm staying on top of my supplements and making sure that I'm taking care of myself. Sea moss really helps with immunity. Elderberry really helps with like cold and flu season. So just staying on top of my health helps me navigate through my depression as well. Watching what I eat helps me as well. So that's number 3. Watching what you eat, navigating through that. Journaling your thoughts is number 2. Moving your body is number 1. What's number 4 going to be then? Number 4 is probably one of the hardest ones, especially if you're anything like me. Allowing yourself to be lazy, allowing yourself to be tired, allowing yourself to just rest. We are mammals. Just like animals have to go into hibernation, we are the same way. We are supposed to hibernate in the winter. But because of life, everybody can't just take off work to just relax and reset and do those things. So when you do have the time to do that, do that. Really just allow yourself to rest. The kids, the house, the husband, the wife, all of those things need to understand that it's very, very, very important that you take that time for yourself to rest. Because if you're not, the root of the home ain't stable, the tree is not, it's not going to be stable. So really taking care of yourself, really resting. I know everybody wants to hustle, grind, go, bustle. Slow down. Your body can't keep up just because your mind wants to go so fast. Your body will shut down. It will tell you when it's tired. It will opt out. That's how diseases are created. That's where those diseases come from, is lack of rest. Like, yes, you can do all the things on the boxes, but if you're not resting properly and allowing yourself to really lay down and just do nothing sometimes, your body will crash. And I'm somebody that I have a very hard time sitting still, sitting down, resting. So I understand that that's not realistic for everybody, but it is realistic. You have to make it. You have to force it. You have to force yourself to sit down. You have to force yourself to be lazy. Find a comfort show, binge the comfort show, find a book, a really good book, read the book. And I'm not saying any self-help books. No, read something really juicy and good and filled with interesting plot twists and stuff. Like something that's going to take you out of your head for a second and take your imagination and get it flowing. So definitely resting and reading and restoring. R. Number 4 is rest. Number 3 is watching what you eat, being mindful of what you're putting in your body. Number 2 is journaling. And number 1 is moving your body. On to number 5 and final, the most important of them all. Now, I saved this one for last because it is quite literally the hardest one. And I really say it with love. But number 5, do not become a victim of your circumstances. Do not become a victim of your circumstances. Life is hard for everyone. Life is tough for everyone. And I'm not saying that that's a reason to not feel what you're feeling. You are 100% valid for feeling what you're feeling. But do not become a victim of your circumstances. Do not let depression win. Do not let depression be your story, because all it is just your own thoughts, and sometimes it's things that haven't even happened yet or things that have already happened. And if it's already happened, what are you going to do now? It's already happened. The damage is done. It's up to you to clean that up. And you can be mad at whoever caused it, even if it wasn't somebody outside of you that caused it. You can be mad at yourself, but you have to get up out of that. I think the reason why I have been able to go so long that I have with depression is because out of spite. I'm not letting my depression win, because at the end of the day, a lot of things that are making me feel like I'm depressed are things that are outside of myself. So when I get those feelings, I remind myself to come back home, to remind myself if somebody played me, somebody hurt my feelings, if I hate my job, if I really can't keep up on bills, like I can only control so much. So I'm only going to allow myself to feel certain things. Like I know it's not easy for everybody to do that, but it's just really imperative to understand that you have to release what you cannot control. You cannot let depression be your whole story. Yes, the sun's not out. Create your home to be comfortable enough to where it feels like a vacation. It feels good in your house. Clean your house. Move stuff around. Rearrange your house. Rearrange your furniture. Just do something to make yourself feel different. Do your hair. Get up. Get dressed for no reason. Even if it's just a sweatshirt and some sweats. Put some clothes on. Put some earrings on. Put some jewelry on. Take a shower. Wash that ass. I'm sure you need to wash that ass. And when in doubt, take a shower. When in doubt, if you're sad, get in the shower. I promise you'll feel better when you get out. But those are the 5 things that I know for a fact will help you navigate through seasonal depression. And like I said, everything is easier said than done, but practice makes perfect. Seasonal depression comes around every year. You're going to just keep sitting with it, or are you going to allow yourself to navigate through it? Number 5, not becoming a victim of your circumstance. Number 4. What was number 4? What was number 4? Now, if you made it this far, I thank you. Depression is really hard, y'all, and I understand. I understand firsthand. I'm not a therapist or a counselor, but I am somebody that's lived the experience, that's living the experience. I can speak from my truth. And people are going to say, oh, she's not on her meds. She can't speak. She doesn't know. I think that the realest advice comes from people that live it. I don't have to have MD behind my name to know what depression and anxiety feels like or how to navigate through that. My doctors denied anything that I had because I masked it and wore it so well. So my whole life has been trying to be understood and been trying to be heard and been trying to be accepted and find my space with what I deal with. But in order to do that, I had to find that space within myself first, so that I can translate it to people, so that I can have people understand me better, so that I can navigate through situations better, such as seasonal depression. Because there's been a few times where I didn't think I was going to make it through the winter. I'm not going to hold you. I've been suicidal. I've been there. And it's more often than people believe. Just because I'm a pretty face to some or a boss to others, like I deal with shit more often than not. And so that's why I preach about mental health. That's why I preach about healing. That's why I talk about the things that I talk about, because I've dealt with it and I deal with it firsthand. I don't talk about things that I don't deal with. I don't talk about things that I don't know nothing about. Speaking from experience. So if you made it this far, I genuinely do appreciate you coming and checking this out. And I pray that these tips really do help. And I hope that you're able to implement some of these things in your daily life, even outside of the winter, because those are my routines. I listen to my body and what my body wants first. I listen to my mind and what my mind wants first. And if I don't agree with it, I sit with it and I dissect it, and then I go from there. But I don't wait for somebody to come save me. I don't wait for anybody to tell me what's wrong. I navigate through it because I know me best. And that's my only suggestion to you, is just navigate through it the best way that you know how. But don't let it kick your ass. Like, don't let it take you out. So Thank you if you made it this far. Like I said, I'm not a therapist. I'm just somebody that's been there, done that, still being there, still doing that. So I wish you the best on this journey, and I really, really pray that you get through it. And I'm sending you love in this depression season. I'm sending you hugs, very warm hugs, and you got this. We got this. This isn't my last video, so you're gonna be on the journey with me as I navigated through it as well. So let's do it, y'all. We got this. Don't let the Christmas stress you out. Don't let the Thanksgiving stress you out. You don't have to celebrate those things either, but we'll talk about that later. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. And oh, before I go, let me tell y'all about my sweater because I wore it intentionally for this video. So I got this sweater at the art show that I did November 1st. And it was actually gifted by the people that created it. Their brand is called Sane. I'm not sure if it's I'm Sane or just Sane. I will get that correct information and tag them. But this sweater is a representation of sanity. So they probed the question of what sanity means to you and what sanity means to me. And that really hit hard for me because not only do I love supporting brands that have meaning, but this specific topic, sanity, hit hard for me because, like I said, people look at me, they think I don't go through things, they think I don't deal with shit, they think that I have privilege, they think that I'm whatever. And I don't care what people think because I know what I have to deal with and I have to navigate through. And this sweater really is a summary of just sanity and just being sane and just, I love it so much. I love the brand. I'm going to tag them. They're on Facebook. I believe his name is Cortez. But like I said, I'll tag, I don't know if I can tag him on YouTube, but I'll tag him in the other places. But yeah, I'm saying this, it's just so much deeper than what I'm explaining, but I'm really limited for time right now. But check them out, y'all. It's a very good brand, good meaning, definitely good meaning behind it. I'm always down for a very good intentional brand. So Sane is where I got my sweater. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really, really appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all on the next video.